以意逆志
During the Warring States period, there was a young scholar named Meng Ke, who later became known as Mencius, a great philosopher. As a student, Meng Ke was deeply fascinated by the ancient texts, especially the Book of Songs, Shi Jing, a collection of poems that reflected the emotions and experiences of people from earlier times. However, Meng Ke noticed that many scholars of his time interpreted the poems literally, often missing the deeper meaning behind the words. He believed that understanding the author's intent required more than just reading the text. It required empathy and imagination. One day, Meng Ke's teacher assigned him to interpret a poem about a farmer lamenting the loss of his crops. While other students focused on the literal meaning of the farmer's hardship, Meng Ke thought deeply about the emotions behind the words. He said, "This poem is not just about the loss of crops. It reflects the farmer's fear for his family's survival and his longing for stability. To truly understand the poem, we must place ourselves in the farmer's shoes and feel his sorrow." His teacher nodded in approval, saying, "Meng Ke, you have grasped the essence of interpretation." As Meng Ke grew older, he developed his philosophy further. He taught his students that when interpreting texts, one must not be confined by the surface meaning of the words. Instead, they should use their own understanding and emotions to connect with the author's intent. He called this method Yì Nì Zhì, meaning to use one's own thoughts to understand the author's will. This approach allowed readers to uncover the deeper truths and universal emotions hidden within the text. One day, a student asked Meng Ke, "What if our interpretation differs from the author's original intent?" Meng Ke replied, "The purpose of reading is not to find the exact thoughts of the author, but to engage in a dialogue with the text. By using our own understanding, we can discover meanings that resonate with us and apply them to our lives. This is how ancient wisdom continues to guide us, generation after generation." His teachings inspired many scholars to approach literature with empathy and creativity rather than rigid literalism. The phrase Yì Nì Zhì became widely known as a principle for interpreting not only literature, but also life itself. It symbolized the importance of understanding others' perspectives and finding deeper meaning beyond the surface. Meng Ke's story reminds us that true understanding requires both intellect and heart, and that by connecting with the emotions and intentions of others, we can bridge the gap between the past and the present. Please like and subscribe my channel for more great Chinese story.